Good news, everyone, or at least all two of you. I finally decided to write a script for once, so I won't sound like I'm just rambling incoherently for 5 minutes straight. Long story short, it's spring, so my allergies are trying to kill me. Okay, needless to say, I can barely talk without sounding like a nasally freak. So I went ahead and wrote some scripts for some videos while my sinuses go ahead and drain faster than California's water supply is draining due to drought season. But enough about me and my allergy prison. Let's talk about something interesting. If you're watching this channel, then you're either a kid who plays with Legos or an adult who collects them. Either way, you are most likely a fan of Star Wars. While the franchise Star Wars has seen better days recently, you need look no further than the early 2000s for some real gold content when it comes to our beloved space opera. No, I'm not hinting at the prequel trilogy. If you're one of those Redditors who posts on r/prequel memes, then please immediately unsubscribe from my channel. I don't want you or your painfully unfunny and cringy jokes anywhere near me. I'm not talking about the trilogy whose number one use prop was the green screen. No, I'm talking about something much more enjoyable and well received. That's right, I'm talking about the fan favorite game Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. This masterpiece originally released in 2003. That's right, this game is almost at its 20-year anniversary, meaning the opportunity for an anniversary LEGO set is upon us. It's no surprise that there are plenty of good set ideas sprinkled throughout the game. For example, I have no doubt in my mind that collectors would go crazy for a Starforged display or a model of a Starforged itself. Oh, and I guess this is a little late, but spoilers. Now that I think of it, let's take a closer look at which parts of the game would make for the best sets. Now, microfighters are obviously LEGO's way of offering much more affordable playsets for kids considering their relatively low cost and fun array of minifigs to choose from. From a business standpoint though, they are just a way to get someone to pay an extra $5 or $7 for a minifigure. But, oh well. Kids love them and that's what matters really. I mean, these are kids' toys first and foremost. Okay, rant aside, microfighters would be an excellent way to diversify and offer more minifigs from different parts of the game. We could have a fig for the main character of the game with the fighter being the Ebon Hawk, or there could be Darth Malak and his fighter as a Sith Star Destroyer, and so on. This would give kids the best playable sets for the money, and offer collectors a way to acquire minifigs and get some building parts too, albeit at an inflated price. Anyone who collects LEGO Star Wars knows that battle packs are valuable when it comes to army building, and army building is essentially your measure of clout when it comes to LEGO Star Wars collecting. That being said, having battle packs for the Sith and Republic troopers would be a no-brainer. If we really wanted to secure our bragging rights with fellow nerds on the internet, we'd have to have a Mandalorian battle pack as well. Yes, we've had Mandalorian battle packs already, but you have to remember that the Mandalorians in Knights of the Old Republic were different than the Mandalorians we have today. Specifically, the armor and helmets of these Old Republic era Mandalorians were very different, and would make for an excellent battle pack material. This mid-game fight is one of, if not the toughest fights so far in the story. Due to the nature of the game being an RPG, the fight itself can take place in different locations considering your choices leading up to this moment. Regardless, the pivotal clash with Darth Malak's apprentice would make for an excellent mid-sized LEGO set. The neat minifigures that would be used would also be perfect. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this would allow us to finally have a Dark Jedi minifigure. Not a Sith minifigure, a Dark Jedi one. Technically, there's a difference, but only if you're a nerd like me. Anyway, while the terrain and background of the set would probably be lacking due to the ambiguity of the game's location in this fight, this would be made up for the quality minifigures included. Major spoilers, but like I said, the game has been out for almost 2 decades, so this is your fault, not mine. Anyway, the climactic fight with Darkseid Bastila is a part of the game everyone loves. The fight itself is only half physical, with the other half being emotional, depending on if you choose to try to save and redeem Bastila, or even join her and turn on your companions. The importance of this moment in the story would be excellent for a small to mid-sized LEGO set. With not many figures needed for this one, maybe throwing in Bastil's ship as well would maybe even things out. This is it, the final fight of the game. It's only right to give it its own set. I'd imagine a set like this being roughly the same price and piece count as the Death Star Final Duel set we had a little bit ago. A set for this fight would naturally have to feature the metallic catwalks and reddish-orange glowing lights for the foundation, with the dead Jedi pods stationed throughout to bring the whole thing together. Now when I say Starforge, I'm talking about the giant superstructure that the whole story hinges on. When I say Star Map, those are the small kiosk-looking projectors you have to find on different planets in order to complete a map to find the Starforge itself. Huh. That sounds awfully familiar to a recent Star Wars movie by Disney. Anyway, having a display of the Starforge itself would be magnificent and a no-brainer when it comes to what the fans of this game would be looking for with collector sets. And the star maps themselves would make for excellent little sets. I have no doubt kids and collectors alike would adore these beautiful crosses of art and technology. To talk about set ideas for Knights of the Old Republic and not mention the Ebon Hawk is a cardinal sin. Obviously, this set is at the top of my list. While from an engineering standpoint, I'm not a huge fan of the ship itself as it seems rather cumbersome, but hey, it's definitely better than the Millennium Falcon. I know fans will berate me for that, but I just never really cared for the Millennium Falcon. Fight me if you will, it won't change the fact that the ship is ugly and boring. Okay, judgments aside, this set would be phenomenal. The signature ship of not only the first Knights of the Old Republic game, but also its sequel. The roomy interior would allow for ample play for kids and would give the set its size to satisfy the collectors who would surely love it. Not to mention, if a set like this would come with all the appropriate minifigures, then the value and price, in adult terms, would skyrocket. I have no doubt if LEGO made a set for this classic ship and her crew, that it would make enough sales to last a few years. So there you have it, 7 ideas for sets from Knights of the Old Republic that I believe would sell particularly well. Unfortunately, the odds of LEGO making sets like these are slim to none, of course, since the game is almost 2 decades old, even with the anniversary approaching. However, there is one small detail that I left out that would give us fans a new hope for Old Republic sets in the future. That new hope is the remake. That's correct. This old series is finally getting a modern remake, announced in 2021. This is long overdue, even with the fact that the third game, the Old Republic MMO, has just gotten yet another expansion in February of 2022, despite being released over a decade ago. With not many people playing the MMO anymore, it's ripe for a new installment that breathes new life into the series. And with a new game, hopefully, new LEGO sets. Let us hope for the future and see what LEGO has in store for us. That's all I have for now. I have to go blow my nose for the 30th time today. If you enjoyed this video, then do consider subscribing. It helps me know what everyone wants to see. Have a good one.